Hey fellow fanatics, DJ Bricks here, back for another video, and today I have a review on a Lego Brickheadz 2022 set. This one is based off of the hit Netflix show Stranger Things, which has a new season coming out later this week. Love timing. Is set number 40549 is a Brickheadz set of 11, and the iconic monster, the Demogorgon from the series, comes with 192 pieces. Recommended ages for 16 and up, which is first for the Brickheadz line, and it retails for about $20 here in America. And with all the formalities out of the way, let's start digging into the build and seeing how it's constructed and seeing how it stacks up. Here is the set all built up. As stated on the box, we get Brickheadz of 11 and we get a Demogorgon. Both of them do come with the same removable base with a little Brickheadz face kind of built in there, so I'm not going to waste time going over that for each build, but we're going to start looking at 11. The build for 11, pretty straightforward. There is not much to her. She is fairly basic in her construction. By Brickheadz standards, like, she is basic as basic can get for this line. And the only real things to note about this figure, about this build, you have a print on the front, you have a little the opacity on the white up top there is not really good, and she does carry an accessory. She comes with a waffle representing the, of course, Eggo waffles of the series, but Lego doesn't have that branding, so we just got plain printed waffle. I will note that when building this, they tell you to add the waffle piece last, and it is pretty much a pain getting in there to get that clipped in there when you have it all built up. So I either recommend taking the arm off and putting it in there, or just putting that on earlier in the build, because that is kind of a tight little fit, but once it clips in, it's not going anywhere. I do like the fact that they used dark brown for her hair too. They could have easily done something lighter, but I do appreciate the attention to detail there. They could have improved this some way by using the wig from this outfit, but I can understand them wanting to keep one of her most iconic looks from the show. They also skipped out on giving her the little nosebleed from using her power, so it's just the figure. So I can understand them leaving that off as well. And looking at the Demogorgon here, in terms of build, this is far more wise part usage than 11 is. There's a lot more interesting construction going on with this figure that just looks basic on the outset. Removing his arms here, you can see kind of how that construction is done. You've pretty much studs on top, but they do use a couple of snot techniques and other things just to get that skeletal inhuman look that we see with the Demogorgon. This is all built with dark tan as well, though there's a lot of colorful things in the center there. You get two clips down there for the multiple hands, and by far the most repetitive part of this build is the mouth here. It's not really repetitive, it's just you build the same thing a couple times and it does look very nice. It does capture that open mouth look. That is a printed piece, and it is repeated all around. Though there is an opacity issue where some of them are badly printed than others. None of them look outright bad, but yeah, there's a little bit of an issue there to watch out for. And I also really like them using that lyre piece down here at the torso to build up that little skeletal detail. They could have done that as a print, but I really appreciate the designer for doing that. I also like the setback of the head and how this assembly is done. So really well done. You can kind of angle the pedals however you want, if you want them more closed or open, if you want to display it like that. But a quick overview of the extra pieces for the set. Not that many, surprisingly. A couple extra 1x1 plates, the tooth piece. You do get an extra Brickheadz eye piece printed. That's pretty standard. But you also do get one extra of that waffle piece, which is pretty nice. As standard with multi-pack Brickheadz, we get one instruction booklet each for 11 and the Demogorgon. As you can see, mine were pretty badly shoved into the box, so I really think that it's not really that good. You do have a stud there representing the progress bar, and at the back of 11s you do have the part inventory as well as the win thing on the back, but no cross cells. And then the Demogorgon one, it just builds the Demogorgon, and the back cover is just the completed build. So taking a look at the box, that standard $20 size for the Brickheadz line. You got all the hallmarks of the Brickheadz packaging, logo at the top, set specs, brand, pop culture brand that it's from, which Brickheadz characters are at the bottom, as well as their number within the series. We can see that the background is that typical Stranger Things packaging with the forest with the red sky in the back. Top of the box here just features character names again. The actual size is the printed piece that is included in the set. Side of the box here, we do get a reference picture that they always include here with 11 and the Demogorgon, just so you can have something to compare the actual thing to. And then on the back here we can see different product shot of the set, as well as the little play feature of being able to remove these characters from their bases. So getting into my final thoughts for the set, build wise, it was an enjoyable build. 11 is a little bit more basic than the Demogorgon is, but 11's pretty much a basic character design. I'm not going to fault the designer too much on that. They did what they could with the reference material. I mean, they could have included the wig, but I think they just wanted the most iconic look 11 has in that first season. And the Demogorgon, I applaud Lego for the designer for actually building up the detail where they could have easily done prints like with the torso abdomen area there. They could have easily done that as a print. I like the fact that how the mouth is built. That was pretty enjoyable. I really liked all the techniques that were in that portion of the build. Character representation is another thing I look for, especially with the Brickheadz when they're based off of IPs, and compared to the reference material, these both knock it out of the park. These both look exactly like how they are pictured throughout the show. They look exactly like I think the Lego designer did a good job at translating both versions of these characters. So yeah, Quality, a few issues here. My instructions were all just shoved in the box. That's never a good experience. Start to the building experience, in my opinion. And you just have the white teeth on the Demogorgon. Something to watch out for. It's just the opacity on the white printout against that dark red sometimes doesn't lead to the best results. So something to watch out for. And going into the price, $20 for this. Yep, it's a good $20 pack, dual pack, and I highly recommend this for any Stranger Things fan. Like, this is a good set, a good collectible. Hopefully this will sell well, so we can get more properties like this or more in this line. But with all that said, this does get an 8 out of 10 for me. Again, I highly encourage you to go and pick this up, even if you're not a Stranger Things fan. This is just a cool little set. And that does it for this video. Comment below. Let me know what you think about the set. Always look forward to having a discourse with you guys. The video, like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that jazz helps the channel really with the algorithm. And I will see you in the next video. Till next time, keep building.